good.
Yeah, that's great.
Gregg Marshall sitting down to join us and talking with Rich Zavazic from the TV crew about a couple of guys they talked about before the game. So it's a good night for the Shockers as they win it by a score of 80-53, and get Coach Marshall to put the microphone on here and join us.
You know, you were talking about Austin Reeves to Rich and the TV crew. That's who we selected as our defensive player of the game, and you had a lot of really good defensive players, but he sure does a lot of things well for you.
He does, and we say it every game. But I thought he distributes the ball beautifully. He makes the right decision most of the time. One time he got caught on the 5-man in transition for whatever reason. He's down in there scrapping with the doji, and then got the huge offensive rebound, just coming out of nowhere. So he's got a lot of intangibles, and again, I love the kid. Hopefully we can keep him healthy. I thought, but tonight was the night of the forwards. Tonight was the night of the forwards. We've had the first game was the post, Shaq and Rano, and then the second game was the guards with Deshaun and Landry and Connor, and now the forwards. We had Marcus McDuffie going for 18 and 7, 4 assists, 2 turnovers. Daryl Willis, 16 and 7, on only 18 minutes, and he was a man on the defensive glass. And Zach Brown got really hot from the 3-point line and ends up with 15 points and 3 assists.
Last year and the year before, if your starting guards would have combined for 2 points, like the starting guards combined for tonight, you would have stood no chance of winning the ball game. But you've got so many weapons that come through for you that you're able to still prevail pretty convincingly.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that Landry and Connor, and I'll throw Deshaun in there because he's like a third starter at the guard, and even Austin Reeves. Between the four of them, they go 0 for 11 from 3. 11 from 3, and we still win by 27. So, it wasn't a masterpiece by any stretch of the imagination. We've got a lot of things that we can improve upon, but I love the fact they had 18 baskets and 15 turnovers. We held them to 33% shooting, out-rebounded them by 22, and won without really shooting it very well.
And once again, and this has been a hallmark of some of your recent teams, it was kind of a little stagnant for a while after halftime, stayed right there around 14, and then all of a sudden you just ignited, went on about a 15-2 run, and it was over. And your teams do that a lot of different ways, having different people that can score, but also creating offense off of your defense.
Yeah, I think Daryl was in there during that spurt, and Austin was in there during that spurt with Deshaun, if I'm not mistaken.
So. I think that's right.
And that's when Brown got hot.
And Brown got hot, and then the 4-man was either Kelly or Rano or maybe Marcus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You talk about we need to improve on certain things, but the reassuring thing is this team is capable of making those improvements and capable of making them quickly, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, we were a little better on the loose balls. There was one skirmish for a loose ball that I thought we were excellent. We dove on the floor 3 or 4 times. We came up with it. We threw a bad pass, I think, and it was loose right here, and 4 guys hit the deck. We came up with the ball. But there were 4 or 5 times Marcus got a rebound, someone came up under him. Shaq should have gotten a rebound right in front of their bench, and he casually went after it, and someone beat him to the ball. Eric on a loose ball here at the end of the game where he was looking to dunk it, so he's dribbling the loose ball instead of grabbing it. And then there was one more, I can't think. So we've got to improve upon that, but we certainly rebounded it better. They only have 5 offensive rebounds, and we had 37 defensive rebounds. So they get one of their better players back. You had a suspension because he went to he went to an event a year and a half after graduating from high school so that he could be evaluated, which is illegal. I don't know why it's illegal. I mean, the kid just trying to improve his life. He was a garbage man trying to take care of his family, getting up at 4 a.m. to provide for his mom and other people living at the house. And so he said, okay, I think I'm good enough to play college basketball now. I'll go to an exposure deal. And because he's 18 months out of high school, they sanctioned him. They could have said you missed the whole year. I was talking to Coach Haith before the game, but it was only 2 games, so thank goodness it was this one. But they're gonna add him. They say he was their leading scorer in both the exhibition and the scrimmage.
Wheeler, the 6'4", 6'5".
Yep.
Coach, you mentioned Daryl's numbers, and when you recruited him, you mentioned you thought he had a chance to maybe be the best all-around offensive postman maybe that you've had here. And is he starting to really get a feel for what he can do, when to do it, when to make certain moves?
You mean Machine Gun Willis? I mean, Machine Gun Willis. it touches his hands, boy. It's more than likely up towards that rim. Yeah, he's a very aggressive scorer. He's got some post moves. He can shoot the mid-range. He can drive it. Tonight, what I liked is how he rebounded the ball, and he can. There's certainly room for growth for him, but he's very talented, and he's going to continue to work. And we've got a lot of depth at that position, the 4, with he and of course Kelly and Marcus can play the 4. Marcus had 6 defensive rebounds tonight, and then Eric Hamilton as well as Rano.
Well, it's a good start, but maybe tonight really showed more than either of the first 2 games even, some things that can still get better and be worked on. I mean, show it to the players themselves maybe a little bit.
Yeah, we tomorrow's the day off. You know, they're going to go to class. They're going to talk to their professors. They're going to miss Monday and Tuesday of next week. We leave Monday in the morning, but they've got to talk to their professors about those 2 days before Thanksgiving break, and then we'll get them back in here on Friday and Saturday to prep for Maryland Eastern Shore and hopefully get better as a team heading down to the Bahamas.
And everybody's healthy.
As far as I know.
Good. Yeah.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Shocker.